Good afternoon, and welcome to the 95th commencement of the University of Arkansas School of Law. Please be seated. For those of you watching our live stream, a virtual welcome to you. I am Elena Allen, Interim Dean of the Law School. First, I would like to thank our emeritus faculty member, Mary Beth Matthews, for leading the processional. We are so glad you could join us. Thank you, Mary Beth. Today, we celebrate the achievements of our students who are graduating and acknowledge the work and sacrifice of family members who have supported the graduates in this important endeavor. I would like to welcome our honored guests and law school faculty. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. From the University of Arkansas Administration, Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, Dr. Terry Martin. From the University of Arkansas System Board of Trustees, we are joined by Kelly Eichler and Tommy Boyer. Our commencement speaker and distinguished alumna, Ms. Janie Hipp, and our student speaker, Mr. Colin Hurd. And School of Law faculty members who have played an important role in the success of the graduating class. Thank you so much for joining us. Class of 2022, first and foremost, congratulations. What an accomplishment. We are so proud of you. Your commitment to legal education is a testament to how you value justice and how you will make a difference in the lives of others, in your communities, in your state, and the nation. I commend you for the resilience and the grit that you've shown. You leave us today to enter a noble profession with the knowledge, skills, and values you've worked so hard to master. Upon passing the bar, you will hold the public trust. You will speak for others, you will protect and defend their rights, and in doing so, you will preserve the rule of law for all of us so that we can thrive in a free democracy. Today, you become one of more than 6,500 living alumni of this law school, representing all 50 states and more than 20 countries around the globe, populating all branches of government, public service, and private practice. As you embark on the next phase of your legal career, we will follow your journeys with pride and interest. We now turn to recognizing the class of 2022's Student Elected Award honors. Awardees, please stand when your name is called. Guests, please hold your applause till all are recognized. Bogle-Shorp Award, most likely to succeed in the practice of law, Tyler Malacher. Outstanding contribution to the law school community, Maddie Miller. Class member selected to present remarks on behalf of the class of 2022, Colin Hurd. Louis E. Epley Jr., Professor of the Year Award for Teaching Excellence, Professor G. Alex Nunn. Congratulations to each of you. Each year, members of the graduating class elect a peer to deliver the student commencement address. This year's speaker is Mr. Colin Hurd. Colin came to law school for a JD after studying criminal justice at the University of North Texas. There, Colin was an NCAA Division I track and field athlete and captain. He was also chairman of the Student Athlete Advisory Council. At the law school, Colin was a mentor for the Dean's Fellowship Mentorship Program, was named the Board of Advocates Negotiation Competition Champion last year, and is currently Vice President of the Black Law Student Association and the Sports and Entertainment Law Society. Colin has a wide spectrum of professional experience. He worked as a site supervisor, field supervisor, and assistant accountant manager for Allied Universal Security Services from 2018 to 2019. He also worked with the Allen Law Firm in Dallas, where he corresponded with clients, drafted pleadings for review by attorneys, and assisted with trial preparation. In spring 2021, Colin worked with Randall Law Firm in Springdale, as well as the Office of the University of Arkansas General Counsel as an extern, where he gained tremendous experience analyzing and drafting contracts, researching case law, reviewing statutes, and writing memorandums. In the summer of 2021, Colin worked as a civilian intern for the U.S. Army. Currently, he works at Gordon Reese Scully Mansakani in Dallas, Texas. Please welcome Mr. Colin Hurd.
Thank you, Dean Allen. Good afternoon, everyone. As you all may have heard, my name is Colin Hurd. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I ran track and graduated from the University of North Texas, where I got a degree in criminal justice with a minor in political science. So I want to start by giving thanks. First and foremost, I want to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be who or where I am today. Next, law school faculty and staff, on behalf of myself and all of my peers, I want to thank you for all that you've done for us throughout these years. There have been times where I needed to come to you all for affirmation to make sure that I wasn't dumb and that I was making good decisions. Next, I want to thank my family, not only the family that I was born with, but the family that I made along the way. Thank you all for being my rock and support throughout these years away from home. Finally, I would like to thank this stunning group in front of me. Thank you all for this honor. You're my classmates, you all are my friends. And I can honestly say, without you all, I wouldn't have been able to be here today. It's been a heck of a time. I know everybody didn't have fun, but I sure did. I really wanted to include inside jokes from different classes, different school events, Dixon, but I didn't want to get too emotional, especially not this early, because then you'd have to see me cry, and that could get weird really quickly. Next, I want to say go Cowboys. All right, so now that I've gotten booed, that's one less thing I have to worry about. It can't get worse from here. So what do I say to this group of people that I admire and respect so much? What do I say to a group of future lawyers that have the ability to change their communities, and some of you change the world? I honestly don't know. So I'm going to start off with an anecdote and hopefully figure something out along the way. As I was trying to figure out what to say in this speech, to answer that question, I had my eyes and ears open. I had to make it perfect for y'all. I listened to Apple Music to find a music quote. I read books. I looked at YouTube, and I even Instagrammed The Rock to find something motivational. I really wanted to find the perfect thing for you all. So later in the semester, I was in class, and our class had a guest speaker come. In the last minute of class, somebody asked a question that we all knew would take too long to answer, and we were all ready to go. But the speaker goes into a long spiel and tangentially gives us a quote. But when I heard that quote, I said, man, this is the quote. I have found the perfect thing to tell them. They have to hear this. Are y'all ready? The quote was from Genghis Khan. He was on his deathbed, and he looks up to his sons, and he says, and I want to make sure I get this right, the greatest battle you will ever fight is against yourself. The greatest battle you will ever fight is against yourself. Wow, I know, that's a heck of a quote. And I got a couple things from that quote. First, the truth of the matter asserted, #hearsay. You are constantly at battle with yourself, and you will always be the greatest enemy, the greatest obstacle in success. But if you can overcome the self-doubts, anxieties, imposter syndrome, and any mental or physical deficiencies that you think you might have, you can achieve anything. I mean, you all are about to be law school graduates. I know that you have the fortitude. You just have to overcome yourself. But while you're fighting these battles, never forget the people that you have with you, your family, your friends, your peers, whoever. When you're fighting these battles, use those around you, and your likelihood of success will increase. Second thing I got from this quote, and this is a big one: if you say almost anything with confidence, people will believe you. Now, the speaker said this quote so confidently, every one of us knew this had to be a legitimate quote. He had done his due diligence and studied. That is false. I researched it. I couldn't find anything from Genghis Khan that said that. And I'm not saying that the guest speaker was wrong, but I took essential legal research. But the two things you can take from the quote are, first, believe in yourself always, and second, move with confidence. But don't worry, y'all. This experience led me to the perfect quote that answers, what do I say to a group of individuals graduating from law school, a group of individuals that are about to start the next phase of their life? This one is real. Genghis Khan did say this one. He said, there's no good in anything until it is finished. Arkansas School of Law, it has been a long 3 years. We have endured law school in the midst of a worldwide pandemic from March 12, 2020 at 2:30 when they sent us an email telling us to go home, and to this day. A part of me feels like I left something in the tank, that there's more that I could have done. And oftentimes, especially in preparation for this moment, I think of all the different things that I could have done differently in law school. Whether it be joining different organizations, taking different classes, or not waiting until the last minute to do a paper or your 3L year. But I wouldn't have done anything differently. Those trials and triumphs have led us to this moment. Through the highs and lows, we have made friends, we've made families, and we have made memories that will last a lifetime. And I guess that lifetime begins today. So I'm running out of time because they gave me a time limit. But I want you to do something for me. Take a moment and look around you. Take a moment to relish in this moment. This is the culmination of all your hard work, all 20-something years, this moment right here. Now take another moment to think about the people that have gotten you here. Think about the people that without them, you wouldn't be where you are today. They might be in this room, they might not be. But just take a moment to send them a little telepathic thank you. I appreciate it. Well, classmates, I think Khan was right. There's no good in anything until it is finished. Well, we've done it, y'all. Thank God. We finished what we started.
Thank you, Colin, for that wonderful speech. Now I have the pleasure of introducing one of the School of Law's exceptional leaders and our 2022 commencement speaker, Ms. Janie Hipp. Ms. Hipp is the General Counsel for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. She was nominated by President Joe Biden and approved by the U.S. Senate on August 1st, 2021. She serves as the USDA's Chief Legal Officer and oversees an office with over 200 attorneys in Washington and across the country. Her domestic and international career spans more than 35 years in agriculture sector and as an agriculture and food lawyer and policy expert, focusing on the complex intersection of Indian law and agriculture and food law. Ms. Hipp is a citizen of the Chickasaw Nation and was the founding director of the Indigenous Food and Agriculture Initiative at the University of Arkansas. She has served the USDA in numerous capacities in the past and left her position as CEO of the Native American Agriculture Fund to rejoin the USDA as General Counsel. Ms. Hipp has served as National Program Leader for Foreign Financial Management, Trade Adjustment Assistance, Risk Management Education, and the Beginning Farmer and Rancher Development Programs at the USDA National Institute for Food and Agriculture. She has also served as a division director within the USDA Risk Management Agency, and thereafter served as senior advisor for tribal relations to Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack. She is the author of numerous publications, and she has received many accolades and awards, including the President's Volunteer Award for Lifetime Achievement, conferred and signed by former President Barack Obama, and the National Center for American Indian Economic Development's 2017 Tim Wapoto Public Advocate of the Year Award. In 2021, she was honored by the Congressional Hunger Center for their Trailblazer Hunger Leadership Award. Ms. Hipp earned her Juris Doctor from Oklahoma City University School of Law and her LLM in Agriculture and Food Law from the University of Arkansas School of Law in 1996. She is a great champion for Arkansas, the university, and the law school, and we are so thrilled to have her with us today. Please welcome Ms. Janie Hipp.
Okay, Colin is a little tough to follow, don't y'all think? So anyway, I'm very pleased to be with you all today. Thank you, Dean Allen. I very much appreciate all of you, all the graduates, for inviting me. I hear that this invite came from you, and that means more to me than you can possibly imagine. I extend greetings to all of our new graduates, the faculty and dean of the law school, the leadership of the university, and our special family and friends. You all need your own round of applause because it's really hard to be in your spot. But thank you for joining us today. Today, I'm not joining you in my official capacity as general counsel. I'm joining you as a fellow graduate of this wonderful university and this law school. I told Chris and Susan that we are officially the grandparents of the LLM program because we've been at it so long. But I was in the 5th class of the LLM program at this university, and I can tell you it has served me well. But I'm going to ask you to do something today and throughout the rest of your life. And if you'd like, we can come back sometime in the future and get together and compare notes. My hope is that you find something in my words to take home and think about. Several important people in my life have informed my words today. One of them is about your age. He's my son, Jesse, who's much wiser, like you all, than I will ever be. One of them is my husband, Mitch, who puts up with me. Goodness gracious, we all know what that means. To have someone by your side to put up with you and help you through your own career is such a treasure. But I also have a really wonderful friend named David, and Chris and Susan know him well. He teaches every year in the LLM program here. And he has been with us on our agricultural law journey for probably over 25 years. I get to work alongside him now, but I also today am channeling all the farmers and ranchers that I've met throughout my life and my agricultural law career. And every time I go somewhere and every time I stand up in front of a group of people, I feel them beside me and I hear them talking to me. So if that gives you a glimpse of what fuels me, I hope you can understand a little bit of why I've been on this journey. So I'm going to share with some ideas with you. First of all, don't live someone else's life. Live your own. Some of the most miserable law students I've ever met were those who didn't want to be in law school. Y'all probably have met some along the way. But some of the most miserable lawyers I've ever met were those who really, okay, I did it, but now I want to teach high school. Or I want to go be a farmer. So just live your own life. I think I'm living the life I'm supposed to live. I grew up searching for justice, arguing the other side, always intrigued by mysteries and problems to solve. I always took up for rural America and for farmers and ranchers, the people who feed us. I've done that since I was a child. When I found the law, I found my curiosity would be fed daily, and that all of those things that drove my family just literally over the edge about me I could really become who I was in the law. But it's not for everyone. I've tried other paths. I've found I was living someone else's life. So don't live someone else's life, live your own. But you will find in the law that you can live many paths. So if you think you're going down a path and it just doesn't feel right, then switch paths, but stay in the law, because there are so many opportunities for you. Trust yourself. Learn to listen to the voices in your head, the feeling in your gut, the whispers in your ear. Some of you will say those whispers come from experience or from a higher power. Some will say they come from grandma. That's where mine came from. Regardless, learn to sit quietly and search for those voices, and then be humble enough to listen to them. Some of the biggest mistakes I've made in my own life have been when I didn't listen to those voices, telling me to be more courageous, to volunteer, to help someone, to not live a life of regret, to be myself. Learn to listen to those voices and trust yourself. Be a good human. Give someone else a hand up. Help them. Give them your very best advice. As you climb the ladder of your own life, please help others climb theirs. None of us get where we're going, and you all know this, without the assistance of others. It is up to each of us to make sure those coming up behind us have a hand up. The world needs you to help others on their own journey. Now, this next one is a hard one, and I have to remind myself, and sometimes my husband reminds me of it, it isn't about you. There's some smiles out there, I see. My sister used to tell her children, don't come in this house until you go do something nice for somebody else. Do that. It isn't all about you. It's about the people you serve. Lawyers serve, and the people you decide to help on their own journey. If more of us thought about others and less about ourselves, we would all be better off. When I was going to law school, I didn't have the time or money to engage in law review or moot court or run an organization on campus. I was working. I went to law school at night. Some might say I would never teach or lead a foundation or lead a law group inside the federal government, but I did. But don't judge yourself against what others say or do. Be you. Be you. But remember, it's not all about you. That's a tough one. Don't forget to laugh. Y'all are laughing. Colin actually got this out of you. Where did he go? I think it would have been fun to be in law school with you. But don't forget to laugh. Laugh with others, laugh at yourself. I actually was asked to leave a law office one time where I worked because I laughed too much, literally. To which my response was, well, maybe I don't belong here. So live fully and be happy, and don't forget to laugh. Stay close to the basics of life. Right now, over half the children in this country and in countries around the world are without enough food to eat. And you all will notice that I weave food in almost every conversation. But this simply means that the world is becoming more and more unstable. But we can all do something about this. Lawyers can do something about this. Mothers and fathers will move heaven and earth to provide food and shelter and water for their children. The more we ignore others and their struggles with these basic human needs, the more unstable we all become. But lawyers have a role in this, and don't ever forget that. Now, the pandemic taught us to don't take your health for granted, correct? That was rough, and you all went through law school in the middle of it, so you are the definition of resilient, so just own that. But don't take your health for granted. The last 2 years have shown us that we're all interconnected and our health is precious. Understand how precious your health is and the health of others. Now, I love this next one very much. Be a traveler. Now that we can travel, but be a traveler. Experience the world. The most important gift I was ever given and that I have given to others is the gift of travel. Seeing other places on the planet, how other people live and love and enjoy life. Don't start thinking that your own narrow experience of the world is the only view there is. Be open, but don't overpack. See, I violate this one all the time. Take a spare change of clothes, but not too many. Show up on time or you'll miss your plane. If you miss your plane, then hang around. Learn something new. And of course, I'm gonna throw this in, try something different to eat. Be willing to stay in a 1-star hotel instead of a 5-star hotel. Talk to the people you meet along the way and learn from them. Be curious. Never stop learning. Never be afraid of jumping to a new place with new people and new things to learn. The days of finding a job and staying with it for 50 years are likely going away. I think y'all know that. Now, sometimes I struggle with that, but I think you all know that. You get it. But here's what I'll share with you. Never stay in a job that is making you so sick to your stomach that you can't come to the office. Life is too short. Understand your clients and the people you advise. Now, Susan's gonna know this one. Anyone who practices agricultural law, for example, better be able to stand on people's dirt so they can really understand what's going on. My friend David says, I can teach people the law, but I cannot teach them to be curious. Be curious. It doesn't stop when you finish law school. It's just starting. Be passionate. Find your passion. I found my passion early. I did it in agricultural law. I did it at this university in this law school. It doesn't matter what role I've held on to that passion, and it's guided me every step of the way. If you find your passion, you will have the resources you need to live your life. If you never find your passion, then no matter what you do, or no matter how much you earn, you will not be living a life of purpose. Please give back. Give back to your communities, our legal system, our government. My career has been about giving back. I just happen to give back through food and agriculture. But please give back. Whatever type of law you choose to practice, find a way to give back through your practice of law. Be ethical. It's very important that lawyers maintain ethical behaviors. Lawyers who believe they can skirt ethics should not be lawyers. Stand firm in your ethics and integrity. Reach for the stars. Don't live a life of limits, be limitless. And finally, remember you weren't the first one here. This is a very, very special day for you, but there have been so many that have come before you. Leave this place better than you found it. Learn from those who came before you. You have earned the joy of today, and all of us here, but especially your family and friends, want the best for you and are extremely proud. We are here today to celebrate and congratulate you. It's been a hard 3 years, I'm sure. But look what you've done. This is amazing. You are amazing. And I'm so proud to stand in front of you today and to share a few words with you. Now, go out and be a great lawyer. Go out and be a wonderful person and make a difference. Thank you for inviting me here today. It means a lot to be able to look in your faces. And I just think 20, 30 years from now, I want to meet back here and see what you've done, because I bet it's going to be amazing. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hipp. We're so glad that you could join us today. Now, I'm delighted to introduce Interim Provost Terry Morton. Will you please join me on the podium to confer degrees?
Would the graduates please stand? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree indicated on your diploma with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels from the left to the left side of your Tams. Congratulations, and you may now be seated.
We will now begin the recognition of our Master of Laws in Agriculture and Food Law candidates. Once you receive your degree and exit the stage, please proceed to the back to have your picture taken and then return to your seat. It is my pleasure to welcome the William H. Infield Professor of Law and Director of the LLM Program in Agriculture and Food Law, Professor Susan Schneider, and Professor Kelly Knuckles to the podium. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean Allen. It was just over 40 years ago that the faculty of the law school recognized the importance of agricultural law and created our LLM program. Over the years, we've continued to lead the nation not only in ag law, but in food law through our on-campus students and through our distance program. Today, we're going to celebrate one of our graduates who is here with us in person, and we provide a shout out to the multiple distance graduates that couldn't be with us here today in Fayetteville, but will now join our ranks of our alumni. I invite Sarah Catherine Copper to the stage for hooding. Sarah Catherine is a graduate of our JD program here and now of the LLM program. She's an attorney with the Law Group of Northwest Arkansas, where she practices with several of our distinguished alumni.
Sarah Catherine Copper.
Now we will present and hood our Juris Doctor candidates. The students had selected Professor Alex Nunn and Professor Steve Clowney as the hooding professors. Unfortunately, Professor Clowney could not join us today. At the request of the students, Professor Brill will join us this afternoon. Professors Nunn and Brill, please come forward to hood our JD candidates. Juris Doctor candidates, please stand and make your way to the stage. Once you receive your degree and exit the stage, please proceed back to have your seat. Please proceed back to your seat.
Allison.
Allison Marie Anderson, cum laude. Martin Arroyo Jr., magna cum laude. Lacey Ray Ashworth, magna cum laude. Keaton Barnes, magna cum laude.
Eva Berry, cum laude. Nicole Brooks. Caroline Brown, cum laude. Caroline Brown, cum laude. Joshua Brown. Sierra Jade Burns. Lauren Canavas. Shelby Nicole Carney. Taylor Sue Carpenter. Nicholas Chafin, magna cum laude. Joshua Alexander Childress. Marcus Klaus, magna cum laude. Savannah Caroline Cole. Kyle Dalton Cook, cum laude. Michael Cortez. Mackenzie Cresswell. Tara Crippen. Tristan Jerry Cross, magna cum laude. Wyatt Cross, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie DiArmas. Dakota Damaris. Donta Korshan Dismuki, cum laude. Thomas Douglas. Tyler Entz. Caleb Allen Epperson, cum laude. Elizabeth Esparza, magna cum laude. Lucy Alexandra Fitzhugh. Mason David Gates, magna cum laude. Jacob Gibson. Hayden Gerald Gore, cum laude. Cody Gracie. Brandy J. Green. Justin Ellis Gunderman. Nicholas Hayes, magna cum laude. Mary Jo Elizabeth Hedrick. Colin Hurd. Cole Henderson, magna cum laude. James Hill. Callie Faye Holland. Emily Renee Holmes. Anna V. Emhoff. Ashley Danae James, cum laude. Jonathan Jenkins. Rustin William Johnson. Dylan Hunter Johnston. Clayman Kidd. Blake Kirkendall. Colton Langford. Kristen Larkin. Justin P. Lee, cum laude. Michael Lester. Spencer J. Lloyd. Hannah Rena Lundry, cum laude. Jacob Lunsford. Taylor Limburner.
Gray Malkmus. Hannah Gabriel Malone. Helen Elizabeth Manuel. Tommy McClure. Cordell McDonald. Dana Kiera McGee. Michael McKee. Nicholas Meeks. Adrian Marriott. Martha K. Augusta Metler. John Michael Miller. Maddie Miller, cum laude. Tyler Malacher, summa cum laude.
It will show up on the screen. You'll just read the name. It'll be this student. Because I guess Kimbo.
McKenna Christine Moore. Drake Murdoch. Zachary Musgrove. Grant Neal, summa cum laude. Zoe Mae Parsons. Caitlin Phillips. Annika Pollard, summa cum laude. Keely Powell, summa cum laude.
Raphael Nathan Kimbo.
Woodrow Ramey. Drew Ray, cum laude. Zachary Joseph Rivera, cum laude. Rashad J. Roberts. Marley Rowe, magna cum laude.
Caleb Chupa.
click on Megan.
Megan Renee Simpkins. Savannah Jera Skidmore. Carson W. Smith. Sarah Page Smith, magna cum laude. Spencer Soul, magna cum laude. Ruby Catherine Sparrow, cum laude. Molly Grace Spears. Grant Thomas Spillers, cum laude. Taylor Christine Spillers, magna cum laude. Emily Stone, cum laude. Rachel Ann Sullivan, summa cum laude. Grant Taylor. James Teague, magna cum laude. Brian Gregory Thomas, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ann Todd, cum laude. Jesus Torres, cum laude. J.L. Valley. Brett Austin Whitley, cum laude. Taylor Wilborn, summa cum laude.
Everyone, I present to you the class of 2022. We're going to have to do another round of applause. I thought the row was completed, but we're not done yet, so I want to make sure everybody gets their due. All right, one more time. Everyone, I present to you the class of 2022. Graduates, on behalf of the Arkansas Alumni Association, congratulations on joining the ranks of more than 150,000 University of Arkansas alumni around the world. Your name will soon be engraved on Senior Walk, making you part of a tradition unique to the University of Arkansas. Your success is possible because of your hard work, but also because of the sacrifices, support, love, and resources of the people who join you here today. Please applaud for all of the guests who have come today and those viewing via live stream who are celebrating your achievements virtually. I would also like to thank all of the faculty, our sign language interpreter, Carrie Hutchins, and student volunteers who helped to make this ceremony a success. Following the recessional, please join our reception honoring the class of 2022 at the School of Law at the Richard B. Atkinson's Memorial Courtyard. Graduates, please stand and prepare for the recessional. Guests, please exit the building and meet your graduates outside. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2022.